Hey everybody, welcome. Join the panel if you want to. A lot and a little has happened today. So Chantal started OnlyFans. She did a stream. Not much people showed up, so she quit. She's posted pictures on OnlyFans. It's at 50% off. She's also talking about doing podcasts, doing this, doing that, writing books, getting together her life. But she's always done this practically every single day. So, is this going to be any different? Well, based on former, times she's done this, it isn't any different. She has also went back to doing shorts again. We haven't seen a short since a while, but she did do one, I think, a day or two ago. But before that, it was about a couple weeks before she actually did any shorts. If you didn't know, she changed her name to Chantal. And that's what we're doing. So her latest one was 46 minutes ago at the time of this live stream, 15-second sandwich. Yesterday was waxing my fat head, and 3 weeks before that was called dancing. Oh yeah, she's also writing books. Anybody can come up. We got Natural Ginger in the back. I'll add you now. Hey, Natural Ginger, what's up?
Hello, everybody. Happy 4th of July to the Americans.
Yes, happy 4th of July. Hey, Ray Ray, how are you doing? Shout outs to Ray Ray. I'll put your link in right now.
Yeah. Oh, so she says she's going to be writing books. Is that what she's the latest?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course she is. Oh dear. Oh, Skinny Queen's here. Hi, honey. Hiya.
Hi, Natural Ginger, Monty.
And she had I was hearing she had a live and not enough people turned up. Really? I can't believe that.
Yeah, I heard that as well. Somebody told me, they asked me, why was I there? I was like, I wasn't there. I didn't even know she had a live stream. It seems somebody is impersonating me again, and
All right.
was in the chat, but that really isn't me. So you got to be careful, everybody, that, there are people going around once again impersonating a lot of other people. Like I said, there's somebody going around impersonating Booty Bitch, impersonating myself, as well as other people. So just be careful. We got Perfectly Imperfect here. I'm going to add her. Hey, Perfectly Imperfect, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Okay, how are you, honey? How's your 4th of July?
Well, I'm not really celebrating this year for various reasons. So I'm not feeling very free over here in the States, but don't want to get political. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. I'm with, we're all home, kind of just chilling. So.
Oh, well, that's good. As long as you're all right.
Oh,
as long as you're okay.
Yeah, just catching up on all the foodie drama.
So what do you think about this idea she's got about writing books and glowing up and whatever?
I think she has all these ideas, but I think she will green out and order out and fall asleep like she does all the time. Now, she might tonight do it because I have heard that her OnlyFans or her OF, because it's like 60 days, if you don't put something up, they shut you down. So I have heard the 60 days is up for her, so she had to do something. So she might do something.
Oh, that's why.
That's what I've heard. So I think maybe tonight we'll get something, but then we won't. Like, she's going to go right back to the weed. She's going to go back to greening out. She always has these, great ideas. But can we talk about the real hero yesterday, that Scooter? Are we just going to not just, talk about Independence Day? That Scooter should be celebrating Independence Day today.
Oh my God. That is amazing. It cried all the way through the shopping trip. And she was so embarrassed. I'm sure she felt really self-conscious. You could see it in her face because she was flipping ticking and giggling and everything. Going to be, I'm such a fat and happy girl sat here and help me. I've got heart pain. She told the staff she had heart pains or something. So she needed one of those things.
She said she had back pain.
Yeah, that's it. Hot Biznat. She said she had pains in the chest, back pains, and other things. It depends on who she spoke to, and it was all there. It was.
And, she still hasn't called the doctor. I mean, if I was having chest pains and at 38 couldn't walk around a store, I think I'd be on the phone with my doctor immediately. But
Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was just, there was nothing wrong with her other than the usual. It was just, she was fat and lazy.
Yep.
And just will not be willing to walk around. It's disgraceful.
Right, but Costco has those really big carts, so you can lean on them really good.
Well,
I love their carts. Because if you get tired, you just lean on it and you're good to go.
That's right. Yeah, of course. Anyway,
I know.
Just likes
it's all for a show.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think so. She didn't seem embarrassed to me. She was living it up. I think she loves the attention. I think she knew she'd get a lot of views, which she did. So it works. Plus, she didn't have to walk. So, it just is not ironic. I'm just the hypocrisy. What was it when she went after Amberlynn Reed and talked about her grandmother and she was so sad and she was so upset because Amberlynn used a cart and and she goes and does the same thing and it's like, do you
Yep.
not see the hypocrisy?
No,
Mhm.
because now it serves her. Now she wants to do it. So it doesn't matter what she said before. This is her current truth.
Guess what? She's changed her mind. But
Yeah,
she always
exactly.
does. She's changed her mind again, folks, in real time. So there you go. But yeah, that squeaking cart was very funny.
I'm surprised it didn't break down, honestly. It sounded like it was about to fall apart. Poor thing. They probably had to service it after for sure.
Yeah, the squeaking sound was just a bit too much for me. Hey, Sam, we see you in the background. If you mind turning on your cam so I can verify you, then I'll put you on. All right, I'll put you on right now. Hey, Sam.
Hi guys, how's everybody?
Hello,
And
Sam.
Good, hi.
happy 4th of July for everybody that's in America. I only have one question, really. And all the other foodie stuff, it comes and goes and it comes and goes. But now she's changed her settings on her Tinder date thing to younger men. And I think she's got, does she really or does she not? God knows, have a date with a 21-year-old tomorrow night or tonight. I think that's not good. She's 38. Does she not?
Yeah,
Like
was he 21 or 22?
21 or 22?
Okay.
Oh,
But
that's
she's
new on me.
38.
I didn't realise that she had changed her parameters on her Tinder. So she's widened the scope, has
He
she,
But he
and
said
still
gone for
doesn't
younger
speak
men?
English very well, right?
he doesn't speak English. He's
Yeah,
22 and she said today, and I'm not kidding. She said that he's 22 and he doesn't speak English and she's going to use him as a sex doll. And all I have to say is if she was a male,
oh yeah.
imagine the outrage. And I want to see the same energy. That's disgusting.
It's
That
no
is
Yeah.
different,
It
than the
is.
guys who go after the Russian girls to bring
Yeah.
them to be their wives. I mean, it's the same
Yeah.
predatory behavior.
Yeah, I had a big problem with it. Like, he's only, well, okay, my kids are older than that. So to me, he's a kid. Do you know, like, what is she doing? She said she had the parameters between 37 and 50. That's an okay age group for her age group. But to bring it down to 22, it's wrong. To
Well,
me.
look, it's legal, but it's unethical. There's lots of things that are legal that you could say are unethical. What she's doing is unethical. And if you would have a problem if she was a man doing it, you should have the same energy for this. You just
Right.
should.
Yeah. Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely. That is too. That is, yeah, it is. Because I mean, what have you got in common other than wanting to fuck each other? Well, there's something a bit seedy about that. But Chantal is very seedy, isn't she? So I suppose it goes with the territory.
Well,
But I
she even
agree with
said
you,
she
Sam.
wanted.
It's terrible.
She even said she wanted someone that age because they could keep up with her. So it's even more seedy. Do you know?
You mean the one who uses a cart to get around the grocery store?
Exactly. Yes, she needed somebody to hold up her fupa. Apparently.
She wants a new sugar baby.
She
And
should be able to do that herself.
if she's gonna pay for it, then she wants something young and cute. So
Well,
good for her.
this is going to end well.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's not.
I hope it ends fast, and I don't mean that in.
Yeah,
I
I hope
mean,
it's a big lie. I hope it's a big,
exactly.
massive,
That's what I was
lie.
trying to get at. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
God! And as for that cart yesterday, and it went really fast. But some guy came up to her and he asked her, "Did she want any help getting something down off a shelf, and she was like, "Oh no, I'm fine, and then stood up and reached for it herself, put it in the basket, and off she went.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Sometimes she does make me lol, but like, you know, if you're in a cart or something, because I have to use it myself. If I'm in it, I can't stand up. I can't go and. But no, she got up, walked over to the item that the guy was going to get for her, took it down off the shelf, put it in her basket, and sat in her scooter again.
Shocking.
She's beyond me sometimes. Beyond me.
Mhm,
At least
yeah.
she's not using one of those like pincher hand. I forget what they're called. The
little grabber
grabbers,
thing.
the
Yeah.
grabber things. Yeah. So at least she's standing up. Like, you know, I give her those props.
Well, I don't think. I don't know. Last time I saw what she was really out of a tree falling asleep online, and that's the only thing. That's the last thing I know about her. So from yesterday, I mean. So this glow up didn't last long, did it? I thought she was taking melatonin and having a nice drink and a good book before bed, but did she have a, what do you call it, a wheelchair gummy and crash out again?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, she fell asleep like on the stream for like I mean, she said, "Guys, I'm just gonna rest my eyes," and it was like a minute, and she just kind of sat with her eyes closed. It was weird, and then she got off shortly after that.
At least she got off though.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I wanted to know. And thanks, Monty, for letting me on. And thanks, girls, for listening to me. I just wanted to know, was I just the only person that found that odd? So I'll get
I have
down.
a
No, you're
bigger
not.
problem. I have a bigger problem with her totally going after all these guys who barely speak English that she can control. Like, it's super creepy to me.
There's something
Like,
odd there, isn't there, that she
It's
does
so
that?
predatory. Like, I don't know. It's so weird to me because there has to be, she's in Canada. Like 90% of the guys on the dating app have to be white. So why is she going after every guy who's not only a person of color, but a person of color who doesn't speak very good English?
Do you
Like,
think she looks down on them in some way, that she
it's
can
like a fetish or
manipulate them, use
something.
them?
I think it's control for her. I was
Yeah.
watching somebody's old, I think barbecue chicken, an old video from like a year, maybe 9 months ago, and she made a reference about how she grew up and there were controlling men in her life, and then she said her mother dated men that were controlling, and then she said, oh, and then you could see she got embarrassed, and she goes, I mean my friends. So I think there's stories there. I think mom might have had maybe some controlling boyfriends, because yeah, she doesn't, I mean, even look at Pete's, look at BB, they're just they're easy to control. So she obviously is going after men who she feels she can control in some way.
Right.
And I don't think it's because she feels she's better than them. I think it's almost maybe she's fearful of being taken advantage of. But she is taking it. It's just weird. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
Yeah.
more of a she doesn't want to have to fit into a particular like normal adult role, maybe. Like, I don't know.
It's easier to do what she wants, basically.
yeah, there you go.
But then she says she just wants to like have fun with these guys, but she can't, because even that guy Tony, when she met him, she said, "Oh, we're just having fun." But then she's like mad at him because he's not responding to her text right away. So it's like she doesn't really know what she wants.
She wants to be in control of blowing them off.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what she wants. It's if they want nothing to do with her, then she doubles down.
Oh, yes. That is the thrill of her chase.
Yeah.
That's why she can't leave Natter alone, because he wants nothing to do with her, and she's not winning that game.
It's like she's gone after a younger, excuse me, gone after a younger man this time because she thinks he'll be able to keep up with her. It's the delusion showing itself again. It's coming up and it's lying to her, isn't it? Saying, actually, you are such an amazing sex kitten goddess of epic proportions. You need something who is a hormone on legs to service you, because no normal man of 40 could possibly keep up with your endless supply of sauciness. It's what her delusion's still lying to her. Well, it will until she gets, well, it'll keep on lying to her. It's madness, actually. That is total madness.
If she's with a man that's her age, she has to act more mature. And she doesn't want to.
And they'll suss her out a bit quicker. Or just, they've got standards, but then young men have standards too.
Also, I feel like she's getting with guys who are on the lower end of the spectrum because it makes her feel better about herself. Like Nader, he had nothing to offer, So he's easy to control, and she don't have to impress him as much.
Right. Someone just said she's a predator. It's all predatory
behavior.
It's
she found out
what men do when they go and buy their wives. Like, it's the exact same behavior.
But she met her match in Nader because she didn't expect that he was going to be,
She thought they could grift together. That it would be a total couples grift instead of him grifting her. Hey,
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Hi, Curl. Hi, darling.
Hi. Happy
Hi,
4th.
Curl.
Hi, Curl.
How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. What I look at is, instead of going after all these men, she needs to be trying to get some type of professional help.
Amen.
Because
that's what she was supposed to be doing today. That was what she's been saying the last few days, is that Monday she was going to go get help. Is she?
And she didn't. No, of course not. It's ridiculous to think that these men is going to satisfy whatever is going on with her. And she's having sex with every guy, supposedly, as she say, that she's meeting. That's dangerous. That is so reckless and dangerous for a woman of her age. It's ridiculous. It's very ridiculous. She needs to be seeking some help, really. I think it's just sad. When I saw her on the scooter in Costco, that's terrible. Then I saw the other video when she was saying that Amberlynn shouldn't be in a scooter. How can you say something about her and then you turn around and do it?
I remember that too. I remember that video of her calling out Amberlynn. I thought about that actually when I was watching the video. So
and the thing about it is, when she said that, she was bigger then than she is now.
Yeah,
wasn't she? So Chantal,
She I just think that her I don't know what she's looking for. I absolutely don't know what she's looking for. Whatever she's missing in her life, she needs to figure that out first.
I'll tell you what. She's looking for the path of least resistance.
She is. She's looking for something that doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's it. She's looking for a reality that isn't her reality. She needs to get her shit together.
Yeah,
like that's all I can say is all of this is just delusions in her mind. She needs to take 10 steps back, go to the clinic, go get some mental help, and stop being a psycho. Just stop being a psycho for one day. Just go to the doctor.
If
For
it
real.
involves any kind of effort on her part, then she doesn't want anything to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what it is in life.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Because she come, okay, so she'll get up early-ish one day and she'll make her own breakfast instead of going out and buying it. And then she might go on live stream. Well, she will go on live stream and do a bit of cleaning up or whatever, or not mention nada. And then evening time comes around and the clock starts turning and she starts getting all restless because she's not doing what's in her usual comfort zone. That's when she starts throwing gummies and alcohol down her neck because she can't deal with the reality, even if it's just new reality that's only been going for a few hours. And that's when she starts doing all the behaviors that take her out completely out of reality and put her into this persona character that she's been crafting over the internet for the last 18 months, shall we say? Because she can't handle it.
Her charismatic, sexy self is her persona, her sexy persona today. She's, dating the young boys, doing her OnlyFans, which I just want to say what she did with the OnlyFans thing was super fucking shit. Because, sorry, but she hasn't posted a single thing in almost 3 months. She's like 1 week shy of losing her entire account. And what does she do? She posts one picture of her tits. So these people have been paying for 3 months and all they're getting is one picture of her tits that you can go and
nobody
see on the
wants
farm.
to see that. Like, actually, people who join the OnlyFans, they keep telling her, don't show me naked pictures of yourself. Don't show me. We don't want to see that. We want to hear the tea. You said you were going to tell us the tea on here. That's why people joined. Not to see any kind of, like, OnlyFans, you know.
You know
She's
what, though?
herself in the foot there, though, hasn't she? Because she has got no tea. She might have a few half-assed, made-up stories with a semi-truth in them that are not sexy, not funny.
Well, that was back when she wasn't supposed to talk about Nader and they were in their fake relationship. And she was gonna go on there and say things that she wasn't supposed to say, but she never did say them. And people paid for nothing.
I just hope that the people who are paying for it complain. Because I'm sorry, but that's just, like I said, there's a level of trust between the customer and the content creator. And either give them what they're asking for, which is the lives. That's what she was supposed to be doing, is all of her sexy talk and all of her stuff was supposed to be on there. And she was talking about that, I think, last night or today or something, about how she was going to be doing those live streams. She's not doing it. Just go do it. Like, how hard is it? Just go do it.
You know what?
YouTube, because it is so awkward to watch. It's so awkward. It's like, when I don't know about you guys, but it makes me cringe when she talks about that stuff. Like, I can handle a lot. Like, I hear shit all day, every day, and she makes me cringe. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, when she was going on about Kevin or whatever having a smelly dick.
Oh, God. Oh my God. She's like, what am I supposed to do? What you do is you tell him to go wash it.
Yeah. But I think that was just wrong. Like, there's always got to be something wrong with somebody, right? All the time. And then to do that to a guy, like, who thinks he really has a smelly dick cheese dick? I don't think so.
He probably didn't even hump her.
Yeah, and that's what's so wrong about this, because she constantly does this where you can be the best person, the nicest person, the most caring person of Foodie Beauty. She will always drag you, and I think that is so wrong.
I'm an example of that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Skinny Queen and hot ass. I'm sorry she came after y'all like that. That was really messed up.
It just didn't surprise me.
Skinny
Right.
Queen, you have the right to go to whatever channel you want to go to.
Yes.
You're allowed to have an opinion.
Right.
It isn't hers. Hey, Rose.
Hi.
And I've actually said more to her privately and even on her chat than I said in here.
Don't say shit
And
to her
she was just
privately.
mad. She was just mad because I came on panel, basically. It wasn't what I said. It's because I came on Monty's panel.
No, you should be able to
That
do
is
what you want.
crazy. That's childish. You know, when kids around the age of, I'll say 14 to 17, they do that kind of stuff. Oh, that's not my friend. You can't talk to him if you're gonna be my friend. That's crazy. Like,
Right.
that's some high school childish stuff. And that's where her mind is. Her mind is in a high school state.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
right. Because she
She
was
thinks
saying
like
that
a
this
child.
guy, yeah, she was saying, Curl, that this guy had never had a blowjob before, and she was the first one to give him a blowjob and everything like this. I'm like, Chantal, if that's true, you just don't say that, especially
Right.
online. You just
Okay,
don't. You
but
just
also
don't do that.
she's talking
And
about him being uncut, right? Does she
Mhm.
not realize that it's only the Western world that does that?
mhm.
Like, hello. Most countries don't circumcise their men. And she's talking about how she doesn't like it. Well, then why are you going after these guys who 99% of the time are going to be uncut? Like,
Mhm.
where is your mind? Do you really think the world practices that? No, they don't.
No,
They
Chantal,
really
I thought
don't.
you were a global citizen with all this amazing sexual experience from every corner of the globe that you've had, Chantal, that you've been saying all these years, and you don't know how to deal with a man with a foreskin? Come on.
Girl, that's crazy.
It's mad, isn't it?
Monty, do you want to talk about dick cheese? It's called, all the guy has to do is pull the skin back and wash it, and there's no dick cheese.
That's it.
And no guy is going to ask for a blowjob with dick cheese. So I'm just saying, like, you know.
And
Yeah,
then she
you
did it anyway.
right. Yeah, you must
Oh
be in
my
some sort of
God.
way as a guy to have dick cheese. You see the dick cheese and you still want somebody to perform on you. That's just
Right?
wrong.
That I no.
That's a crime.
And then hers, that's why she said that then she went ahead and did it. Like, what? What? In what world do you live in, you nasty hoe? Like, what?
Right.
Oh my God. When she talks about stuff, it's so cringy. It makes my whole body just like, oh my God. I'm so sorry, but just that was too much. Like, and if he does exist, I hope he never gives her money back. He never speaks to her again. Like, oh my God, that's just absolutely foul, disgusting nastiness.
And then why talk about what you do? Like, the whole world don't need to know what you do in your bedroom. Don't nobody care about that. And one thing I think she should stop doing, I really think she need to stop taking edibles on camera.
Yeah.
She needs to do that after her live, because the way she be acting and the way she falling asleep on stream, that's not cool.
Hang on a minute. There's somebody in the chat under my real name. Who the fuck are you?
What?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Christina Edge. Who are you? Huh? That's my name, by the way.
You know, some of these people take shit way too far.
Yeah, they do.
You know,
I agree.
It's getting a little weird. Like, what's the point of that?
Yeah, someone's been onto my Instagram and pinching photographs.
That's why I keep my Instagram private.
All right, well, that person is gone. I'll
creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, just like how somebody was impersonating me on her OnlyFans chat, that was not me. I wouldn't be there. I wouldn't be chatting. But it seems it's commonplace in this niche to put up people's names with their picture, imitate people. It's like, really?
So
My name
weird.
isn't a secret, by the way. My name, if anybody wants to see my name, it's there. It's on Instagram. It's not a fait accompli. It's just a dick move coming in here doing that.
Yeah.
It's
I've had that
ridiculous.
happen to me. I've had that happen to me. Somebody took my picture off my Facebook and put my entire name, including my middle name, in a chat.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
well.
What's the thrill they get from that? Like, what's
I
the
don't
point?
know.
They think they're exposing people, but what? Come on.
I don't care about nobody knowing my name.
Mhm.
I could care less about somebody knowing my real name. But the
Yeah.
fact is, what made you have that much time on your hands to go on my Facebook and get my entire name and picture? Crazy.
Anyway, so if you see that name knocking about, it's not me. Okay, so don't talk to them if they start acting like me with my name and my dear.
Is Miss Ashy Cat gone? I thought I saw Miss Ashy Cat live this morning or last night. So is she gone? I don't think
Who
so.
is that?
The tarot lady that's allegedly supposedly addicted to substances.
Mm.
Oh, I've seen her.
Oh,
Yes.
I saw something on her a while ago, but she's like on heroin or something, isn't she? Not on
People have
camera.
been saying she's on several things. I haven't gotten into it because busy and whatnot, but
Yeah.
she's still around unless she it's Ashley Reiner, Miss Ashley Cat. I think
See,
she's still around.
what's really frustrating about the YouTube's reaction to Foodie is that over the years, there's been a lot of like 420 channels that I really liked that were fun and funny and, really cool channels that all were completely demonetized for the smoking weed. So it frustrates me that she's allowed to smoke weed, but all the 420 channels, they're not allowed to and be monetized. Like, it's so
Right. It
double
seems kind of
standard.
backward. Exactly.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Ivana Madden, we can see your messages. Ransom says she said she had sex with Moto/Kevin on the hood of her car, but she's just now acting like he
Exactly.
isn't big enough for her. It ain't adding up exactly.
But
Just
she
a way to
also
get rid of a
said,
guy.
she said when she was at the hotel or something, she said something about how she hadn't had sex with anybody since Natter, which means that she hadn't had sex with Moto guy.
Yeah, and
But
then she
it's
backtracked
all
even on that.
bullshit.
hmm
It's all bullshit. And really, girl, if you sucked on some dick cheese, then you probably need to go get checked because there was probably something going on. So I love that for you.
Well, we'll see how this date goes with this young man that hopefully is not going to happen.
Exactly. So you guys have voted, and you all think about half of you think that Kevin does not have dick cheese. So congrats, Kevin. We do not believe Foodie Pity that you have dick cheese.
I wonder if the young guy is even. Do you guys feel like it's a real guy? I don't.
I really don't, because where is she meeting all these guys that's just
Tinder. She's on
like
Tinder.
crazy over her? Isn't Tinder like a hookup app?
Yes. That's why
That's
she's
all it
always
is.
talking about these guys. Like it's not meant for dating, and she's just on there as a straight up predator looking for a very specific thing.
Oh my God, I was
She
just
wants-
about to say
she
she's
wants-
a predator.
She wants what I had. Because my now ex, we were together for 3 years, but we're 19 years apart. And that was one of the main reasons why we had to break up, because he needed to go live his life. Like, I'm too old for that shit. So if she wants to play the dating the young guy thing, I say go for it. But eventually you'll figure out that they need to be able to live their life, and you're just gonna fuck them up. So,
Just think about it. If this was a man doing this, he would be labeled a predator offhand.
Totally.
He would be in jail, or somebody would have trying to put charges on him if it was a man. So why is it different because she's a woman and she gets away with it?
Think about like how much crap people give white guys who search out Asian girls, right? Like that's super creepy, weird, and gross.
Yeah,
it's the exact same thing she's doing. Like it's the same thing.
Same thing, same exact thing. That's crazy. Like,
I got some thoughts. I got some thoughts about Foodie. Hi, everybody. By the way,
Hi, Rose. Hello, honey.
So I just got through watching and reacting to the Coffee Bees live stream she just completed, and I was shaking my head through the entire thing because Foodie is over there talking about going after younger men. I guess she thinks thinks of herself as some sort of a cougar, but generally when younger men want older women, they want an older woman who is put together.
Right.
And they've got their act together and they know who they are and they're not a mess in their head, which Foodie certainly is. Second thing, she's complaining about this guy, Moto guy, having dick cheese, pardon my bad language, but he's got dick cheese, but doesn't she have multiple infections going on?
Yeah.
So, you know, so it's like, how can you complain about somebody having that when, you know, you're a walking petri dish of infections? Third,
Facts.
I don't think that she has any business dating guys, because we know when it comes to Foodie, dating with her is not just about talking and conversation and coffee. She wants intimacy right away. My opinion, my feeling, if you've got multiple infections going on, even just a nasty yeast infection, you really shouldn't be opening your legs for any man. You need to get your stuff straight down there.
Preach, girl.
In the dating world, as a single person, she's a single person. Honestly, she is the nightmare that no one wants to run into. She's got STDs that she's aware that she has. She knows she has them. She has not straightened that out. She's got multiple infections. She's a stage singer. She doesn't know how to date. She's obsessive, and this guy, Moto guy, because he wasn't picking up the phone, she was blowing up his phone. She is that nightmare single person.
Yeah.
Single person wants to run into, that they hope they never run into. Fourth, she's got her profile and she's going out to these men, but she says she's comfortable with herself. She said that in the live stream. Oh, I'm comfortable with me now. Oh, really? You are? Then why are you doing all these edited pictures and lying about yourself? You're comfortable with yourself. Why don't you put your real self on the profile? And
that Costco picture. Seriously, did you guys see the Costco card picture?
No.
That was her real face, you guys. Monty, you need to find that picture. It was from...
I saw that.
It was completely... That was her without filters. Like, all the filters gone. Craziness. So if you haven't seen the Costco picture, that's the real Chantal right there.
All right, I'll be searching in the background. By the way, if Chantal comes to you August 3rd at nighttime and says that I have dick cheese, do not believe her.
Monty, we know you wouldn't lay your hand on Chantal.
Yes, please, just don't believe her.
Remember, Monty, you have to pull the foreskin back to wash it.
Okay, I'll remember that the next time.
Sorry, Rose. I just the face filter thing that blew me away. That Costco card, I'm like, wow, that's really, really her face right there. That's her real face, and it is not what we're seeing at all.
Yeah, I was listening to the panel. I was being quiet, listening to the panel, And you're right. I've been saying for the longest, she is a predator. And another thing that blew me away, listening to the Coffee Bees live stream, this woman has ridiculous standards for men that don't even make sense. She wants a guy who doesn't have kids. He can't have kids. He can't be too decent, because too decent means boring to her. She wants someone that she can fight with. He has to be in good shape, although she's definitely not in good shape. She's not even healthy. So she has all these ridiculous standards of a man that she wants to be with, but they are not standards that she's applying to herself. You know, she fat shames against her partner, because she's like, I'm morbidly obese, but I am not going to be with a man who's a little bit chubby, or they're obese in any way. They have to be very physically fit. So she doesn't want people fat shaming her, but yet when she goes into the dating world, she's fat shaming other people. Oh, I can't be with a fat person. I can't be with a chubby person. Well, then if you want that kind of a person, can't you at least be healthy so that you can be active with that person? It doesn't make sense to me to have those kind of standards.
She even described what size the man is. Like, come on, Chantal. Come on, really? And then she said she want a man that's well endowed. Chantal, really?
Picky,
wow.
picky.
I don't see how she can be picky, and she ain't in no healthy state.
What is wrong with the chubby man anyway?
Eminem from being 500 pounds.
Yeah, well, it's the delusion, isn't it? It's the total delusion that's lying to her. It's madness to see it in real time. It really is.
All she's gonna do is get with these men that she's gonna pay for their lifestyle, and when they don't do what she wants them to do, she's gonna come on the internet and dox them.
So how long do you feel before she takes another trip to Montreal?
Probably soon.
I feel like one's coming.
If she has half a brain, she's going to stay far, far away.
Oh, she was saying that she can never go there again, wasn't she? She was doing the woe is me thing. Was it yesterday? I can't remember when it was, but she was, I can't go to Montreal ever again.
What ticks me off about her is that she feels like she's untouchable. She feel like, oh, I'm a white lady and I don't have a criminal background, so of course they're gonna believe what I say. Come on, girl, what year are you living in? Just like they will toss Natter in the back of a police car, they will toss her in one. You stalking people? Come on, this is the second time she's been caught stalking. If somebody say they don't want you, leave them alone. Period.
But he was leaving a door open by unblocking her. I do believe that they're instigating her, but she needs to just, I hope she needs to see reality for what it is. Like those text messages she sent to him, that was some scary shit. Again, the whole if it was a guy thing.
Right. That's where my mind goes. Like, you know, it's a thing when I have a son. I have a 17-year-old. He'll be 18 this year. And just imagine if he was dealing with a woman like that. A predatory woman. Come on now. No. I'm not going to let it happen. I'm that mama.
I'm sure she just told the young guy, I have lots of money.
Of course. That's how she reeled him in.
Everything you want.
Lord.
She wants to be a sugar mama, but she wants to be a sugar baby, but she wants to be a sugar mama.
But she don't want to be a sugar mama because she can't get nobody else on her own. Let her just go to Costco walk around and just try to talk to somebody else, talk to somebody on her own. You think she'll actually get them? I don't. I really don't. I think she's using this money thing as her way of reeling them in.
Oh, she did say, it might have been yesterday as well, I'm not sure, but she did say the next man she gets involved with or meets, she's not going to tell them that she's got money. She's going to
Well,
say
she say that, but that's not how she acts.
well, no, because that's her bargaining chip, isn't it? So the ace up her
Yep.
sleeve. I'm ugly as sin, but I'm loaded.
Thank you.
I've been trying to find that picture, Monty, and I can't get it.
Somebody said that it was on the farm, and they put the page number. Yeah, Sugar House said it was.
Yeah,
it was on.
I did check, and it seems it's been deleted.
Okay.
Cause yeah, it's not found. So I don't know what happened.
Well, it was hatchet face. It was a fantastic picture. It was, the filters were not on the Costco for camera, should I say, that they take. So, but she was showing everybody and going, hee hee, look at me, hee hee, look at me, tee hee, and all the usual stuff. So, but you were right, Hot Biznatch. It was quite alarming, wasn't it? Or isn't it?
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't even know what to say about her. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, stop acting like a child running around and be an adult.
Okay, I believe I found it finally.
Good.
So okay, I'll put it up. Costco haul, 1 hour 19 minutes 55 seconds. Thank you. Ransom 13, appreciate you. Hi there, Crab Apples. Welcome. All right, let me share my screen. And is it this?
Whoa.
Was it that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Whoa.
so that's, I mean, is it that bad?
Yes,
You think so? Okay.
I do. Because she don't look nothing like that when she be
Yeah,
on
she
her
doesn't.
live stream at home.
She does not.
That jaw looks false.
Right.
It's like a hatchet job. It's hatchet face type of.
Is that a recent picture?
Yeah.
That was
We
yesterday.
need a side by. We
Yesterday.
need a side by side. That's what we need. A side by side comparison.
That was taken yesterday when she went to Costco. She got the photograph taken on. That's her new ID because she was wearing that wig, and that's her. Okay, so it's
Maybe like a side by side screenshot, a picture of her from the live yesterday.
Oh
and
yeah.
then put it
Okay.
next to.
take it from
Put
the
it next
Tinder.
to.
Yeah, that would be something, or a Tinder. But yeah, she does look bloated. But you know, I do think she actually took care of herself. Then you know, she should be able to get any guy she wanted for the most part. That's if she took care of herself. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, she needs to start off with the head, though, doesn't she? First.
I said once before, Chantal is not an ugly woman.
Yeah, she's not.
She's very pretty.
She has a pretty face. She just have an ugly attitude.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, not just an ugly attitude. She's got some mental issues and some other issues she needs to work out, because as long as she's got them, they're going to ruin anything she tries to make.
Yeah,
that's true. That is true. Wow. Hi, Crab Apples.
But yeah, now we see what the filters do, right? The filter really slims her out by elongating her face and her body parts like Pete's. Pete's does have a belly, but whenever Pete's is in view of her filters, he looks rather slim.
He looks tiny compared. Like when he was sitting in her chair, he looked like this little tiny thing. Like he weighs at least 200 pounds. But he looks like he's just a little kid sitting in her chair.
Yeah, he does. So there you go. At least she admits now that she has filters, because forever when it first came out, and I did videos. I'm like, Chantal, you have filters. And she would deny it over and over and over again, saying she doesn't use filters, but she does.
I want to know what the filters are.
Samsung has some hella filters.
Yeah, I think, you know, I have a Galaxy S20, and I've never put a filter on it myself, like actually put it on, but I think maybe it might have some kind of automatic thing. I don't know. Like, you know, like it automatically like makes you look, not skinny, but not small, but like your face, your tone of your face might look.
I use the like skin smoothing part.
Chantal has to turn it on.
Facing.
I've had that phone before. I've had the same. Well, actually, my husband has that phone now. The same exact phone. You have to turn those filters on
the S20. So you do have to turn. It doesn't auto, because you know how some phones do the autocorrect, like auto-correcting.
Well, it may be automatically on, and you might have to turn it off, because I know my like whatever, my selfie camera, it's automatic, like it's always on.
Yeah.
So that's why, like with all my selfies, my skin is just slightly blurred, but all the front facing is real.
Oh, okay.
Let her do her live streams on an Apple.
Yeah.
Do it on iPhone. iPhone go snitch on you.
I've got an iPhone. I can contest to that. iPhone's not nice.
Right. iPhone gonna show every flaw in your face. I guess.
iPhones are expensive too. They should have filters. Doggone it.
Man.
When you're my age, you sort of like a filter, kind of need it, kind of want it, kind of need it, kind of want it. You know what I mean?
I have sunspots because being in Mexico, like my skin doesn't like tan normally. I have, you know, whatever, all kinds of European in me. So I get like spotty tan on my face. So by using that little bit of a blur, it makes it look like it's, you know, the whole thing is one color.
It looks even.
It looks more even.
Yeah, it's like it's like natural concealer,
right?
Like,
I hate wearing makeup.
Me too. It feels like heavy and
Well,
but I hate my I hate the dark circles though that I have sometimes though.
How do you?
I know they're hard to cover. It's like I look tired all the time. I hate looking tired.
I use here. I got it. Instant Age Rewind eraser. I don't even know what brand this is. It's that one with the little ball on the top.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Is it L'Oreal? I don't know.
Or it's Maybelline or something like that.
One of them, but it doesn't even say it on here. It just says Instant Age Rewind. That's what I use. And you just rub it on and it just lightens it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I can't cover mine. Mine are hereditary. My mom has them. Like, yeah. But that helps a little bit.
Yeah.
Dark circles are just the way they are, and the
we should just embrace ourselves. We should just love ourselves the way we are. We should.
Exactly.
You know the problem I have? I've lost 85 pounds, and now I got the crinkly skin, which like I'm okay with it. Like whatever. I have a husband who loves me. You know, like these are my battle scars, and I'm proud that I was able to lose weight. So I've been buying all this different stuff to try to. But yeah, I put the iPhone. I'm like, oh, there's my crinkles.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Thank you.
How did you do it? Can I ask?
I am doing, it's like a low carb thing. So it's, a lot of you probably heard of it, the Optavia.
No, I haven't.
Oh, the shakes?
Oh,
no,
the
it's
shake.
no, it's there are shakes, but it's food. So you buy the prepackaged food, and it's all like nutritionally. They have different plans. So I'm on the 5-in-1 where I have a dinner. Well, you could have dinner, lunch, breakfast, whatever you choose, and it has to be high protein, and very green, lots of like green vegetables. But I can't have fruit. I'm just really staying away from the sugars.
Yeah, that's the number one thing, is just staying away from sugar.
And how
Yeah.
long did it take you?
Not long. It's been 5 months, and the weight
Oh,
just
wow.
Wow.
dropped. I had to do it for my health. I was pre-diabetic, high blood pressure. My A1C dropped to 5. I mean, it's like in 3 months my A1C dropped. It's just, and I feel so much better.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, best decision I ever made, not just for me, but for my kids and my
Right.
husband. Yeah, everybody. And my son actually saw me do it. He's 15 and he's lost 35 pounds.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
he's
great.
fantastic. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh
You
my
never
God,
know who's
that is
watching.
fantastic.
Well, it seems she has a new short that she's put out, ending a toxic relationship in 15 seconds. So if people want to watch that, we can watch it right now.
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
Wow.
let's do it.
All right, it is. Yeah, okay. I think I should do it like this. All right, so here we go. It's the doll. Was it a raccoon or was it a cat with the heart that he gave to her? The only thing he gave to her, but supposedly it was from
The little
Rat Guy.
cat. The
Yeah, yeah. I forgot, when did he give that to her again?
cat.
Like 2 months ago or something.
Yeah.
No, it was
It wasn't that long
months.
ago.
You think? No, it
It
was.
was before he moved to Montreal.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, let's watch it. Let me lower it down because I think there's some. Okay, here we go. Okay. Ew, look at that.
Ew.
Gross.
Look at that feet.
All right, so there you go. That is it. So that's the blue pot that she hasn't
my
cleaned
God.
Yeah,
yet.
the mold spore pot.
Yeah.
Is that the grey
Wow.
kitty she's been licking?
Yep.
Yikes. Yeah, it was rat
Oh,
man.
that is
Yeah.
so
Wait.
gross.
Yeah, it
You
was
mean
rat
to tell
guys.
me you mean to tell me she still got that pot on the patio?
Yeah,
Yep.
like she put it out
Oh,
there
my
because it wasn't on the patio of her room. It was the one attached to the kitchen.
Right.
Mm-mm-mm.
I
It's a
remember when she put
6-month-old
it out
pot.
there.
That is.
Why
Oh,
is it
boy.
not gone in the trash?
She also lied to her audience and said that she cleaned the blue pot.
The cleaning the blue pot meant she took it out of the living room and put it onto the balcony
Right,
and let the rain clean it. I think that's
Exactly.
cleaning.
And
I
the
think that
fact,
was
yeah, the fact that she keeps opening and closing that, she does know about spores, right? Like you can't breathe that stuff in.
Can you imagine the smell with the heat the way it is right now,
Yeah,
too?
and the spores that are in there, like if that get into your lungs when you have idiopathic bleeding in your lungs, you might be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
My
That's
goodness.
not good even for a
Absolutely
healthy
disgusting.
Listen, I think that was some sort of symbolic gesture. I don't think we're going to hear the words nada or piece of shit or DD mega doo doo come out of her mouth again. I think it's over with, folks. Don't
Mm.
you?
To be honest,
No.
if it is over with, I'm glad.
Maybe
She
for a
needs to
little
come with
bit,
some
but
other
not forever.
content.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be mentioned again. And if she doesn't, if she proves us all wrong here, then that's a good thing. But I don't think it's over yet.
I'm actually suspicious because she went to Costco yesterday and she bought, as I understand it, over $500 in meat. And she bought a lot of groceries. She bought enough for 10 people. And then today she's going somewhere. I'm suspicious
Mhm.
of that.
Mm. Well, like I said, how long do you think it'll be before she heads to Montreal to,
Mhm.
to stalk them?
Oh, I have too much me. It's just a gift. I'm so caring.
I wouldn't be surprised if she had it done now. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised. Because I don't know what type of hold or what type of voodoo Natter doing to Chantal, but whatever it is working. Because she can't leave him alone. I don't know what's up with him. He's not even attractive. But for me, I guess, everybody got their own opinion
It's
on that.
the
But
fact that she is a person who cannot be told no. And
Right.
she can't have him right now. And she wants him. And the problem is he's saying no.
that's true.
Just like the story of those two brothers that she hassled when she was a teenager.
Yeah, I watched that today. I remembered, oh my God, I watched that a million years ago. And then I watched
Yeah,
it again
right?
today and it was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
that really was super creepy. And she's doing the same thing over again.
It's Eid, July 9th to 13th. So Eid al-Adha starts this Saturday to Wednesday the 13th. So Tip Top is saying it's Eid soon and people gift meat. Was it halal?
Oh, there you go.
See?
Hey, Cactus Rose.
She's going to be gifting Natter for Eid.
Gifting him some meat like Ragai did all those times?
Ginger, tell the two brothers story.
The two brothers story? Oh.
Yeah. Someone just asked about it.
Oh, it's Milk Tea brought. We all knew about this
Yeah.
a long time ago, but Milk Tea brought it back. A clip of Chantal. Is it Milk Tea did that?
Yeah, it was Milk Tea that put it up.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Milk Tea. It was Chantal telling the story about when she stalked those two brothers when she was about 15, and she had to be. They told her to go. The father had to tell them to go. She had to be and she was trying to get into their basement and all these sorts of things. What she was saying. Now, if it's not true, then she's telling a massive porky pie, but I think it probably was. I don't know why. I just got
it's
this
all
feeling.
the same things. It's all the same things that she's been doing. Like
I think
how she said that, she wanted to try to be somebody else, dress up and be somebody else, and then they would like her. Or
pretend she's something not like catfishing
yeah,
on Tinder. Yes.
Pretending she's somebody else, like she was doing with Natter, creating false accounts and going to talk to him. Mm-hmm. Like it's just all super predatory behavior. And the fact that she's been the same way since she was 14 is what makes it even creepier.
Mm-hmm. Like her mom
she sees nothing wrong with it because she was in love. She was in love and felt so much emotion for these people. So she saw no problem at all going ahead and pursuing them, even when they've said flat out they don't want her, like other people have probably done throughout her life. And it was a good comparison. So yeah, if anybody gets to watch Milk Tea's last video about it, it's good.
I do believe
really good points.
I do believe that story because I was watching her chat somewhere on somebody else's channel, and somebody super chatted about it, and she ignored it. And then people were asking about the twins. They're like, "Tell us about the twins," and she completely ignored it. That tells me, yeah, it's probably true. Because if it wasn't, she would have addressed it. What do they say when you ignore? Sometimes what you ignore speaks volumes.
Mm-hmm. That's true. No. Well, I don't understand. Like, I know when I was a teenager, before I got into dating, my mom would tell me, you don't have to chase after nobody. Mm-hmm. And did her mom not teach her anything? Like, I'm not trying to bad talking her mom or anything, but that's something that comes, when you're growing up, usually your mother specifically talk to you about dating and boys and all that. You know what I'm saying? And my mom always told me, don't chase behind nobody.
I'm
If
sure
they
her
want to
mum
be
did
with
as
you,
well, though,
they'll be
Pearl.
with you.
Yeah, I'm
Hmm?
sure her mum did too. I'm sure she did, but Chantal's so oppositional and
Mm-hmm.
defective,
Right.
Uh-huh.
True.
birth defect we're talking here,
I
that
was
she
gonna
just
say
can't do
she's
it.
not willing to learn. She's not willing to absorb that information. She's not willing to listen.
And because somebody has advised her to do it, even somebody close like your mum who's got your best interests at heart, you know, she had a good mum that had her best interests at heart. She was willing to do the complete opposite and felt compelled to do the complete opposite because it was part of her nature. And she's just so oppositional and defective. So that's why she did. Because I do think that her mum and her family have tried with her. I really, really do. I really do. And
that's the part where Chantal needs to go get some help. Because that's just not normal for somebody, especially to be that old and not want to learn anything. Nobody's never too old to learn. She don't even try. She don't want nobody telling her about herself. And if you disagree with her, she's blocking you or she's talking about you bad. Come on now. I'm 41 and I'm still learning.
Sorry, Curl.
No, go ahead.
I think Chantal, you guys saw her at the mini golf course. She is a sore loser. She doesn't like to lose. And
I agree.
One of the main reasons why she's chasing after Natter is because we've heard her over and over say, look at all these things I've done for you. She's invested so much time into Natter and so much money that she is not that person sitting at a poker table getting hand after hand where she's losing and more and more chips, and she just comes to the conclusion, I need to step away because it's a done deal. No, she'd rather keep playing the game because she feels at some point she is going to win. All she has to do is just hang in there and it'll happen. But the more she keeps playing the game, the more she keeps losing. But her ego, her narcissistic ego, will not let her quit. Like her ego could not. So she just keeps throwing up stuff for him. Oh, here's a hotel room. Here's some food. Here's some money. She's trying everything in her power to be near Natter. And I'm going to point a finger at Natter because if this thing were really over, it could be over very simply by him blocking her freaking phone number and blocking her on Messenger and cutting this thing off. But he keeps things open. So as long as he does that, she keeps up some kind of hope that there's something there. But they could stop this nonsense and cut each other off and go their separate ways. As long as the line of communication is still there, she's going to go with that. You know, she keeps saying, oh, he needs to apologize and this, that, and the other thing. You know what? I've dealt with a couple of obsessive people in my life, and there is no right answer. There is no stopping them. There is no coming up with something that they'll listen to. If you cut them off, they get mad and they keep stalking you. If you try to talk to them reasonably, then they think, oh, they care about me. I'm going to keep going with this. And they keep on with it. An obsession is an obsession for a reason. That means it's gotten out of your control and you need help to get it under your control. You can't do it yourself.
Absolutely right.
No, Rose, you're right. My husband's ex-wife is a lot like Foodie. Now, she has bipolar. I'm not saying Foodie has it. I'm just saying there's a lot of similarities. And she was that way with my husband. Like, we had to block her on our phones, then we had to block her on social media, then we had to block her on email because she just never stopped. Never. I'm sure she still stalks us on social media, but we don't know. We don't care. It's literally you have to remove them from your life. You can't open any doors. And I agree. Natter's opening the door because he knows he wants the reaction.
Right.
Which you're going to get from her. She's just a lot of similarities from what we've dealt with somebody. So.
And if she's stalking, why is he video chatting her back?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Like, stop it. Stop talking to her, period.
It's gaslighting. He's telling her what she wants to hear, and then she's freaking out.
Yep.
It's going to
That's
just keep
exactly what he's
continuing as long
doing.
as they're both still making money.
You know, she wants him to apologize. Like, he needs to apologize. He needs to admit that he was in a relationship with you for like a week. Okay, so what if he does that? What if he does apologize? What if he says, yes, I was in a relationship with Foodie, we were seeing each other. Then what? What comes after that? She's not going to say, oh, that's all I wanted and I'm done here. No, she's too far gone for that. She's too far gone. She's going to bring up something else. She's even said on her channel, her words, she said, I will forever talk about you because you make me money.
Right.
So it's never going to end. It's a money-making thing with her. She'll never leave it alone. Because what else is there? What else is there?
So is that why she won't go get help? Because
right.
She makes too much money from not?
Absolutely.
Chantal is, she's off. She's very off. Anybody that come across her needs to be cautious.
Every single thing that's wrong with her is something that she's used to make money, and she has made money, a lot of it. She's monetized everything that's wrong, because it's making her money, and money is a big motivator for Foodie Beauty. She is obsessed with money as much as she is with Natter and food and the green products. Everything with her is obsession. If you could sum her up with one word, it would be obsession. Everything turns into that. There's nothing that she likes that hasn't become an obsession. And it's obsessions that make her money. If she were just some ordinary person on YouTube who's decent, who wasn't a train wreck, would anybody watch her as much? Probably not, because there's nothing else to her. There's no interest. There's no passions. There's no hobbies. There's no other content. If YouTube came to her tomorrow and said, Foodie, you can keep your channel, but no more talking about Natter, no more talking about DV or SA or anything of that nature, no more binging on food, her channel will be dead in the water, because what else is there? She doesn't know how to be normal. She doesn't know how to do positive content, and she's not interested to find out. She's honestly not interested.
You're so right about that.
Yeah, and she wants Dee Dee to lose. That's a big thing for her.
What's her obsession with Dee Dee? Like, Dee Dee is not the one that was in. Dee Dee wasn't the one in a relationship with her, though. She needs to take that up with the man, not Dee Dee.
Dee Dee's been in a relationship longer with him than she was, and she still won't believe it. Like, she still thinks that this whole time they were together, you know, they were living together. They've been living together, what, 7 months now? And she thinks they were together. So they're all insane.
There is. Like, and then Dee Dee need to shut up. She need to keep herself out of that business.
But they're getting more money now, right? That's why she's doing it. They're all making money. They're all doing it for money.
He's giving her any other money, though. He ain't giving Dee Dee no money. He's a grifter. He's not giving nobody no money.
Drugs and dick.
And Dee Dee is cool as long as she got a live-in penis.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Drugs and dick. That's what she's getting out of it.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
She's getting some excitement in her life. That's what she's getting out of it.
Has Nader been on stream again? I've not seen any.
He was on stream this morning.
Yeah, he was on stream for breakfast. Not exactly this morning, but it's breakfast time for him, right?
Right. That's another thing. What's wrong with him? Why he don't sleep? Dee Dee don't sleep either. They be up all night on live.
Math tutors. It's math.
And he's very fidgety. He's fidgety.
Drugs.
Yeah. It's a trip. Now she be on drugs at night to go to sleep, and they be on drugs at night to stay up. So one is on the downer and one is on speed. Crazy.
I think D2's choice of, I think her choice is alcohol.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I think his choice is whatever he can get his hands on.
But even with alcohol, at a point in time, you know, you gonna get drunk and you gonna fall out. She don't fall out. She be on go.
That's true. She has got to be on something to be able to still be working, functioning.
Is she working? Because who can function and work after being up till 5 in the morning?
I think she still is working because that's why she didn't go to court with him that day. That he had court.
I think she ain't go to court with him that morning because they had been up all night and she was sleepy and tired. I don't know what Dee Dee do. That just don't make sense.
And they keep outing her company that she
That's
supposedly
Chantal
works
with that.
for.
I don't
Yeah,
get
but
that either.
It's very weird. Like,
I'm sweet. That's true. Crackhead show don't sleep.
He doesn't sleep. During his court date, he hadn't slept for 5 days.
Do you notice how twitchy he is?
His hands. There was like one day where he wasn't super twitchy, but all the rest of the time his hands. When he's cooking, you can see the meth hands. Like,
oh yeah,
big time. The way he grabs at stuff, it's like, yeah.
I don't know. He didn't. Dee Dee's too old to be trying to test out drugs. I don't know if she had been on drugs prior to. If she haven't, then she too old to be trying to test out drugs at her age right now.
Well, it looks like she lost weight. I don't know if you've seen her. And
Yeah,
I know people are commenting.
She does look like she's lost weight.
She has lost weight, which would definitely fit into that whole narrative.
Yeah. But just like Chantal, as soon as she quits doing it every day, she's going to gain it all back. And then some, trust me.
Well,
you know what?
I
was looking at an old video. Somebody had put up like a compilations video of Chantal back before and now. And when she was on the Booger Sugar, she looked like a ghost, like a dead person walking. Like she was really out of it on her live stream. Like, who does that? That's crazy in hell to be that high, that kind of high.
This is just my opinion. I think while she was with Natter, for a while she was on the nose powder. She was powdering her nose and she said she lost 70 pounds. I don't know if that's true, although she was losing weight. We saw the difference in the way her face looked. But this is where she's messing up. And I know that Foodie watches these panels, so pay attention, Foodie. Listen, I'm someone that I had a problem with food. It took me 6 years to fix it. But if you're over there using a stimulant like caffeine or something stronger than that to control your appetite, here's where you're messing up. If you sit there and you got a problem with food, and then you'll use a stimulant to cut your appetite, because stimulants do cut your appetite, like if you drink coffee or soda, especially coffee or even nicotine, sometimes you don't want to eat. Where you're messing up is at the end of the day, when you try to go to sleep, what are you taking? You're taking the edibles. And what does that do? That stimulates your appetite. So if you've gone hours without eating, plus if you got a problem with food, all you're doing is that monster you locked in the cage for 8 or 9 hours is going to come bursting out and saying, I'm here, let's party. And you're going to eat everything in sight. So if you're using a stimulant to kind of short circuit your thoughts of eating food all the time, you're trying to get around that way. And then you're doing the edibles and you're smoking the green, and then you binge out. You're really not losing weight, you're gaining weight, because when you're eating late at night, that is the worst time to eat a bunch of food, because what do? You go straight to bed. You're encouraging your body to gain weight. So if you're using the booger sugar for that, girlfriend, no. You're You need therapy. You need to talk to somebody. You need to get it under control. That way, that little shortcut you're doing ain't working. That's why she's putting on so much weight. That and the fact she's not sleeping, because when you don't sleep, your body produces a chemical called cortisol. That is the fat hormone. So not sleeping, coupled with the problem with food, plus the edible use and the green use, all of that together is the perfect storm for her to gain a bunch of weight.
I agree, Rose. And then not only that, but you're right. When you don't sleep, the cortisol builds up. And people are like, oh, well, some people feel like you can't be an overweight addict. I know overweight addicts, and that's how
I was.
that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Like and the up and the downs are so bad for your heart. The uppers and the downers. You're taking your heart on a roller coaster ride, and it's not safe at all.
Yeah. And something you could probably get away with in your 20s and 30s, but you know, older you get, your body can't handle that yo-yoing of sleeping and then just being up smoking cigarettes or joints or whatever and not eating, and then having a binge when your body really craves it and the drugs wear off. So yeah, I agree with you as well, Rose and Skinny Queen. It's
another factor for her weight, and this is a thing. I went through menopause years ago. She had a hysterectomy, which means she went directly into menopause. That your hormones. That can also attribute to weight gain and stress too. Stress will make you gain weight. So you had all these different things going on, and she's not looking, you know, plus her age. I mean, she's 38, and can she lose weight? Of course she could. It's going to be a lot harder though, because she's getting a little bit older. But if she's trying to take the shortcut of doing the booger sugar all the time for energy and to keep herself away from food, that's not going to help. And Foodie, stop catering to those feeder idiots. Just cut it out. They're not helping you. They are harmful to your health. They're getting their rocks off and they're getting their fix at the expense of your health. Stop catering to the fools. Cut it out. Stop it. Take it to OnlyFans or something.
Binge on carrot.
I agree with the menopause statement too. I'm actually in Perry right now, and it really does affect. That can actually increase your appetite, and then your metabolism goes way down. So yeah, she's in a critical state in her life with so many things going on right now. She has to be really careful.
Yeah,
I
the
understand
menopause really piled the weight on me too. On the day of my 45th birthday, things changed. I know they didn't, but they seemed to change really quickly, really bad. And I've been dealing with it since I was 45 now. And
I've been dealing with menopause since I was 33.
Yeah.
So I know how it is. I'm right in peak menopause.
Yeah.
So I understand the weight going up and down. And that's why she needs to really take care of herself. She don't take care of herself at all.
And she won't take the hormones either. Like, I had a total hysterectomy a couple years ago, and trust me, like, I need to take those hormones. They help. She needs to take her hormones.
Now, see, I chose not to take hormones because my mom was on hormones for her menopause, and it caused her to develop breast cancer.
Yeah.
And that's what she passed on.
Some doctors won't even prescribe them. Some doctors won't even prescribe them nowadays because there is a high risk.
Yeah.
So some of her behavior too could be attributed to the instant menopause as well, because you do have mood fluctuations a lot of times, but with everything that she's doing, it's making it 10 times worse.
I'm just saying that the hair loss, if she would just start taking her hormones, I really think that would help her hair. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, that was her way of taking care of the hair, by shaving it off, which was stupid. And she looked like a lunatic when she shaved all her hair off because of natter.
I think she just wanted to do it. She wanted to do something dramatic and over the top. So she's like, I'm going to do that.
It was her Britney Spears moment.
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know the exact reason why she's been losing her hair. I'm leaning on two reasons. One could be hormones. I'm not a doctor. Only a doctor would know these things, could diagnose them properly. But one could be the hormones. But the second reason could also be malnutrition, because she's been eating nothing but fast food for the longest. And if your body is trying to survive and it doesn't have enough nutrition, it will cut off doing things that normally, like unnecessary things, just to keep itself going. And that could include your hair and your nails. You know, that could be a factor. It could not be a factor, just something that I'm thinking.
That's true. The hair loss is from PCOS. Yeah, I heard that.
Has she ever been officially diagnosed with that, though?
I don't know. I was never diagnosed with PCOS until they did my hysterectomy, and then they found out I had PCOS and endometriosis. After,
I'm so sorry.
20 years of going to the gynecologist, yelling and screaming and trying to get help, and they're like, oh, you're just fat, you just need to lose weight. Turned out, no, it was definitely, I had cysts, and it was terrible. But I feel so much better now. Like,
I wish
can't
I
even
could
tell
get
you,
one.
oh, the total hysterectomy changed my whole life, because I was in pain and had constant all kinds of problems. But as soon as they took everything out, it was like, oh, cool. Okay, now I can feel normal again. But now
I
can
have
barely
that
lose weight,
endometriosis, and I have that adenomyosis. It really sucks bad. It's very painful.
I'm so sorry.
One of my ovaries was fused to my abdomen.
Wow.
Yeah.
From scar tissue from cysts on my ovaries. And I was always
I've had
in pain.
surgery, but I wish I mean, I have to go back and consult, but I've had surgeries, but I haven't had the full hysterectomy yet.
How old are you?
But I am 45, so.
Oh, they'll do it now. If you just go in and say, if you say, look, I'm done, I'm ready for it to go, and they'll say, okay.
I begged for it. I begged for it 10 years ago, and they were like, no, you might have another one. I'm like, no, I'm not going to have another one, I promise.
Right.
But,
they wait until if you're under 35, they will not do it.
Yeah, and I was 33.
As soon as you hit 40, they're like, oh yeah, fine, you're good to go. It's so ridiculous.
Now, the Perry thing hasn't, so I just might wait and see what happens. I heard that can help, so. But, yeah, not to go into my business. But anyways, sorry guys, sorry for the trauma.
No, it's okay.
I think we all have our girly issues, so don't worry.
Exactly.
Sorry, Monty.
Monty's not even listening. Don't worry.
He in the background doing something else, doing some research. One of the things
menopause and cut out.
Monty's busy doing his ironing.
When I first started watching Monty, me and my friend used to say Monty be in the war room, researching everything.
Right. Well, I think, a lot of people can relate to us too, so.
I'm not saying they won't give you a hysterectomy. I'm saying they're less likely to.
I'll
say that.
Right, true that.
So what happened to me is I had gone in for an endometrial ablation, and when they went in to do it, they realized things were a little bit worse than it should have been, but because they didn't get my consent, I was under 35 at the time, instead of doing the hysterectomy like they wanted to, they couldn't because I was under 35. And
man,
so
I begged my doctor.
I'm sure they will do it. Like if you have really bad problems, they'll do it. I'm not saying they're not going to. I'm just saying that it's much, much harder to get it under 35 than when you're over 40. Because when I was over 40, I went into the doctor and I was like, I need it gone. And they literally was like, okay, well, you've had these problems, this problems. Oh yeah, sure, no problem. Like it was like no fight at all.
Yeah. They just don't want to take that from you that you may regret.
Right.
Not if you wanted to possibly have another child, and I only have one child, so that was their reasoning. They were like, "Oh, you might want to have another one." I'm like, "No, I don't." But yeah,
Well, I don't know. I don't know what Chantel's reasoning on doing what she does, but she needs to. The main thing she needs to do is stop thinking about all these men. She's like boy crazy right now. She needs to go and seek some professional help as far as, some psychological help, psychiatric help, and she needs to go and see a doctor about her medical condition. Like, when the last time she been to a doctor to see to check on her medical conditions? Don't she have like diabetes and other things going on with her?
No,
yeah.
her diabetes isn't that bad, but she needs to go and get a full physical workup because I really think that her liver is struggling, and that's why her belly's so distended. But that's not,
She also
that's my
quit.
opinion allegedly.
Yeah, she also didn't she stop taking her blood thinners too,
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
and
did.
that's really scary
she's not
because
doing anything to help her health.
I thought she was supposed to stay on them because of a hereditary condition.
It's a DVT. Didn't she have
Yeah.
a DVT in her lungs?
Yeah, and she said it was a hereditary condition that one of her relatives, I don't remember which one, was it her grandma? I can't remember. One of her relatives had the same condition, and she said it was hereditary.
She also needs to go and see her gynecologist. Like,
Oh
when the last time she done seen a gynecologist? I know she got all kind of stuff going on down there. Like, you supposed to keep that stuff up. You supposed to keep up with that kind of stuff. She ain't thinking about that. Like I said, she's boy crazy. She in the mind of a 16-year-old girl.
I think she's scared to go to the doctor because she knows
yeah.
she's messing up. She doesn't want to hear what they have to tell her. She's scared to go.
I agree.
And even if she did go, even if the doctor said you got all these problems wrong and here's how to fix them, is she in the mindset to listen and do something? She's not.
No, that's why she needs to take care of her mental health first and foremost.
I was just going to say that her physical form has got to take a backseat. It's the stuff in her head that's a real problem, and that's at a critical point right now. Really is, and it has been for a while, I must admit. But I think she's going to be all right physically for a while. She'll still carry on as she is. I think she's got a lot of time in her yet, but I think it's the head stuff that's the real problem now. That's just my opinion now, but
No, I agree. I really, really, really wish she would just go to the doctor, go get some mental help. Like, especially the last week, it's been too much. That's too much. Going and staying in a hotel for 3 days in hopes that you'll coax this guy out of his house with his girlfriend. Like, no, girl, no, that's not okay. Like all of the actions and things she's been doing this last week, it's just been just over the top. It's time to. She's even said it the other day. She admits that she knows she's completely off the rails, but she said, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, that she's not going to do it unless someone forces her to do it.
She
ain't gonna do it
needs
on her own.
inpatient. No, she's not. Even if she let's say she goes and goes and talks to somebody, hypothetically, let's say like sometime she makes an appointment, she gets an evaluation, she gets set up with a therapist. She's not going to follow through with that stuff. She needs inpatient.
Oh, she definitely needs inpatient. Like, without a doubt, that would be the best thing for her. But they could at least, she at least needs to go try.
But then she said Canada doesn't have somewhere, which I know is not true, but she's claimed Canada doesn't have any place for her to go and see like a psychiatrist. And she mentioned something how she might go to New York. And then somebody was like, no, Canada has, you can see a private psychiatrist in Canada. You're going to pay for it, but you can
Right.
see it. You can see one. Because I
Yeah.
agree. She needs to see a psychologist, a psychiatrist. and
There's a
give
waiting
herself-
list.
There's a
It's
waiting
a waiting
list.
list.
Yes,
Well, there
but
is- there
here's
is
the
here too.
thing. She has been should have seen a psychiatrist on multitude of occasions, and she has. She just doesn't continue because she doesn't like what they have to say. And there was another thing I was going to say about that. Yeah, there are private ones, but what she wants to do is not pay for it. So that was her primary objective. She said that about 2 months ago. She wants to go on the list because she knows where to go, where they'll pay for a psychiatrist or psychologist to help her. But this goes back to the point where I've always said she won't pay for the things that matter, but then she'll pay for the things that don't. Like that $2,000 to $3,000 she just spent a week ago could have gone so far with other things.
Absolutely.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a saying: you can't heal in the same environment that you hurt in. You know, she's got too much freedom to be reckless, and she's got too much money. So if you leave, Foodie is one of those people. If you leave her alone to her own devices, she'll just run wild. So you know, she is at home. She's got access to all the YouTube money, which means she's got complete freedom to buy all that fast food, go to the dispensary, get all the green, buy whatever chemicals on top of that. She really needs someone to take control because there's too much temptation and too much money to go to those temptations. She's got to be far removed from that for anything to actually work. And she's also got to have that mindset. She's got to surrender. And she's got to say, everything that's going on with me is over my head. I've got to just surrender to that fact. And I've got to admit to that fact that I'm an addict. I've got several addictions. I've got all kinds of problems. And I've got to seek out help because I can't do this myself. I can't fix this myself. I'm just getting worse. And I've been watching her. I just haven't seen anything in this woman that points to her reaching that point of self-awareness where she says, I'm in over my head. And I know that. And I've got to change things. I've got to change. She's not reached that point yet. She's still in denial and escape. And her running after these men is just another form of escape. And I think one of the main reasons why she runs after these men, it's for validation, absolutely true. But also because she lacks her own identity. And whenever if she's around a guy, that becomes her identity. What they like, she likes. What they hate, she hates. She basically absorbs herself into that person. So without a person around, who is she? Who is this person, Foodie Beauty? There's nothing about her that is uniquely her. It's all about just trying to jump from one guy to the next guy, looking for validation and also for identity.
Also, the situation with her and Pete's is very toxic. He's very, very depressed and mentally ill. She's depressed and mentally ill. They rely on each other, and it's like they're in the middle of an ocean pulling on each other without a life preserver. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Crazy.
It's a pity that all the dedication and effort she put into pursuing Nada, if she could only put that into pursuing herself, you know, she would get somewhere. Because it's not easy. It's not easy giving up drugs. It's not easy giving up food. It's not any addiction. It's certainly not easy losing weight, especially the older you get. And when you're starting from a big place, it's not something you can do over the weekend, Foodie. It's not. You can't just say, well, I'm doing it and I've made a decision today and I'm going to go to bed tonight and be full of good intentions, but the next day get paneer for breakfast. No, you need to do it tomorrow and the day after and the day after and do it for the rest of your life, which is something she would struggle with right now. So, but it's a pity that all that effort, you know, the running around, the effort that she even put into herself, you know, with the makeup and the clothes and going out even and being with him, is if she put that into, you know, the walking that she started before she met him and eating well. And
see, I struggle myself with a lot of things, you know, with being overweight and stuff. So I'm not, I hate to like pass judgment on her. I know it's hard, but I try. Like I do things to try to help myself. I'm
Well,
not
that's the
perfect
whole
at it.
point. You know, like
And that's
I'm
good.
like I said, I'm a big ass bitch, but I used to be a lot bigger.
I go
It's
to
a
water
process.
aerobics
Right.
twice a week. I walk my dog. You know, I try to do things that are healthy. And I'm not always perfect at it. But she has to take some steps to at least try and start. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
It's not a perfect journey.
Yeah, and it's difficult, and the results aren't quick, and it is.
And it could have happened when she was in Costco. It could have started right there in Costco. She could have walked around that store
and got healthy food.
Right.
You know, like it's the choices. We just have to make at least
that walking
choices.
In Costco would have been a start, because I'll tell you what, I never use a cart ever. I used one time, and that's only because I was on life support for a couple of weeks, and I had to relearn how to walk, and I needed it, but I only used one time. I would hate to be in a cart. I would hate it. If you can walk,
that's
walk.
Giving up. To me, that's giving up. Because even at my highest weight, I wouldn't get in one of those carts. To me, that's giving up. That's saying, you know what, I'm good. You know, because the whole point is, like, in a grocery store, especially, like I said, the Costco carts are so big and sturdy, you can really lean on them while you're walking. You know, it takes the weight off of your legs. It's you know, it's the little steps, the little things that you can do that to help yourself. You don't have
even
to
if
just
you're
give
huffing
up.
and puffing, it's better than.
And no one
you
was
have
forcing
to
her
do
to go
it.
fast. Just do it.
Yeah,
slow.
You can stop and take breaks. It's the little efforts in life that bring you to the bigger results in life. Like, little by little, you can build yourself up.
And you know what they say, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Absolutely. And you know what? That's probably why I'll never use a cart unless I really, really have to. Because I lost it one time. I had gotten Legionnaire's disease. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's rare.
Yeah, I know that.
I had gotten that and ended up on life support and lost my ability to walk. I had to relearn how to do everything. So I don't care how big I get or how frail I get. I never want to be stuck in bed ever again. It's a horrible feeling.
I can imagine.
If you have the ability, and there's people out there that can't. But if you have the ability, you better fight for that walk, because there's people out there dying to walk.
Absolutely. I'm sitting here talking about, I could imagine, I did lose my ability to walk when I was 16 years old. I have multiple sclerosis, and I totally lost vision in my left eye, and I lost my ability to walk. I had to learn how to walk in physical therapy all over again. So I know how it feels to lose your ability. Like, it's not fun. That's why I try to keep myself healthy now.
I'm so sorry that happened to you. And I'm glad that you were able to get your ability to walk back.
Thank you. It's not no joke. It's really not a joke. And she taking everything as to be played with. That's not cool. Like, grow up.
Do you think that she wants to be like Life by Jen? Do you think she wants to be that way?
No, I don't think she does. I think she doesn't think she'll ever get like that.
Yes, it's the denial of not thinking
the delusion the delusion is real. The delusion is lying to her about lots of things. Where the delusion comes from, we don't know. We can't say. What we've all got our ideas about what is actually wrong with Chantal, but it's I don't think she thinks she can get like that. I really don't. But then she's getting in a scooter. But the correlation between the two doesn't add up in her head, does it?
Make sense. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so confusing to me. Her whole, because like I said, the whole riding in the cart thing is literally like giving up, right? And admitting that you're too lazy, too fat, you just don't care anymore. But then again, she's lying about her weight. She's been saying it more that she's 400 pounds, but you know, most of the time she says she's not. She says she's 330. So why? I don't know. I think it's all part of her. She doesn't know who she is minute to minute. She has not multiple personality. I think it's more like borderline, and she has just all these different personas in her mind, and she switches from persona to persona.
That's right. Ashley in the chat is saying she thinks that her breathing is because she's got asthma. It's not because you've got asthma, Chantal. You have got asthma. Well, you say you've got asthma, but your breathing is because your heart is struggling, sweetheart. Your heart is struggling.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the weight.
And even your lungs, like even your lungs, if you don't build your lungs up by moving, they're gonna be weak too. And she's got that blood clot disorder that she says she has.
Mm. She's had blood clots in her lungs, but I think it's become embolisms. I could be wrong, when they break off and start moving around your body. I think that's the difference. They've not broken off and moved around her body, I don't think yet. I think that's what it is. Don't quote me on that. But she might not have blood clots in her lungs at the moment, though. She might not. Really?
Maybe not.
Like, she might have had them. She might not have blood clots in her lungs. She might have asthma, but she's not actually asthmatic at the moment. I think it's circulation, and that's the problem with your breathing, Chantal.
Well, I think some of her content, like her being at Costco and on the scooter, that might be her catering to the feeder fetish crowd. As mentioned, that they're the gainers and the immobilizers, and the immobilizers, they want to see you have trouble with doing simple things. So that might be her catering to the feeders. But Chantal likes to watch these panels from afar and lurk. And Chantal, you gotta understand something. What makes a lot of people angry and irritated at you is the fact that you have the money and the time to make a better life and you don't. You know, there's lots of people that have troubles and that they don't have the time or the finances to fix it. You've got the time and you've got the money to fix it. You could buy a treadmill and put it in your house and walk whenever you want. You can hire a personal chef to cook your meals. If you want to be lazy the right way, you could do it the right way and hire people to do all the things you don't want to do. I mean, it wouldn't take much at all to fix everything, but because you don't, people are looking at you and saying, what's wrong with her? She's 38 years old and she's got time, she's got resources, she's got money. And instead of her life being better, it's just getting worse. And I think it's because she's obsessed with catering to that small niche of people who are the feeders and trying to make sure they're happy. Well, guess what, Chantal? There's a lot of people in your audience that are not feeders, and we're not obsessed with natter. We're not obsessed with your obsessions. And so we're not looking at it the same way you do. So if you hear irritation on the reaction channels or even on panels, that's part of the reason why, because you got everything you need for a good life and you're not doing anything but making yourself worse. You're literally killing yourself on camera in a very slow motion and making us watch, period.
That's so true.
Remember that I think it was, what was it, 3 years ago, she hired a trainer, or 4, but that trainer was too expensive. But look at all the money she's handed to Natter.
Right. And wasn't he supposed to be, she paid him to cook for her?
To be her chef.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's rubbish.
I have
Erin
a
in the
good
chat
arc.
is saying that she's got
if
it
she's-
right. It's hereditary pulmonary hypertension. You're right, Erin Shred. I remember her saying that. That's what she's got in her family that she's got to be careful of. Hereditary pulmonary hypertension. I don't know if
I think
anybody
she should
knows
go to
about that.
South America and go to a retreat to lose weight. That would be a good arc, because then she can meet some Latin men. She can lose weight and get healthy. Go down to like Costa Rica or something, because with as much money as she has, she could totally afford it. So just do it. That would be good for
Or
you.
even go to India and go to a retreat.
I don't think she could fly to India. But maybe.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
right.
think she would handle India.
It is, yeah.
But
I didn't think about the flight.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, not Mexico. We don't got those here. No.
She like, stay out of Mexico.
I'm saying go to someplace like Costa Rica, because like I didn't have the money to live good in Costa Rica. Like you can live really good in Costa Rica, but especially like those kind of places, they're really expensive. I couldn't afford that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no,
Please
not
don't come to Houston. Please don't come to Houston, because Dr. Now is here in Houston. Please don't come here. I beg you.
I think she doesn't. She could do that, but really, she just needs to stay at home and move more and eat less. And,
I mean,
have some head therapy. She didn't want to be going to Costa Rica with her head in the pickle that it's in. I don't think.
Right, but if she goes to a place that like helps people with like eating disorders and stuff, they'll have mental health people there.
I think she needs more than mental eating disorder help, to be truthful.
No, she needs full on mental help. Full on a full staff of people. She needs inpatient, but she's not going to do that. So if you spin it as like a health retreat, then, and she wouldn't be able to get the foods that she wants if she was someplace like that. I'm just saying that would be a good fun health arc.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the idea is good, but Chantal don't follow through with anything.
She wouldn't do it, but it's a good thought.
Not at all. She would not do it.
I would love to see that. I mean, can you imagine if she could just change it around? Like, that'd be amazing. That would be awesome. I mean, that would be so much content for her channel.
Carolina chick, you're absolutely right about that.
Well, she was talking today about making her brand, redoing her brand. And I was listening to her. Chantal, like, do you realize that as far as the Foodie Beauty brand, that's not even a question. Your brand is ruined because of all the content that you've been making the last 4 years. Everything is out there. And if there was even a semblance of a chance of her rebranding herself, she would have to delete all of her videos, not do any more toxic content, and start completely over. And even then, it might not be easy, but as long as the content is on her channel, that is on her channel, the stuff she hasn't already deleted, she's not a brand that anybody would get behind. Like, nobody's going to come to her and say, yes, please represent our company. By doing this toxic content, by putting everything out there, making that quick money, no company is going to get behind her and say, yeah, we want you. No, nobody does. That should be bad for their brand.
But is she still making big money the way she delete videos?
She can't be. Right. I don't think that's why she's working so hard to do all this other stuff now, because I think this next paycheck is going to be shit. Honestly,
she don't get super chats like she used to, and it seemed like every video she always talking about Natter, and then she has to delete the video.
Yeah.
she deletes half of what she makes.
Right.
Everything
Exactly.
is gone.
That is so right. Like, what are you doing it for then? Just to use YouTube as your personal diary?
Pretty much.
Yes. She's said that before.
Pretty much diary, therapist, hug box, whatever you want to call it. That's what she does. She just wants the attention plus the added benefit of getting paid. Plus, she can rule over people, whether it be 1,000 viewers, 2,000, 3,000. If she wants you gone, she's gone. She talks about whatever she wants to talk about. If you're telling truth, she just blocks you and tells you off.
She doesn't want real therapy, because real therapy would mean you're sitting in front of somebody who's not a VIB, a trained professional who's going to see right through you. You're sitting in a room, no super chats, no membership signups, no views. It would just be you and that person. She uses YouTube as her therapy because instead of her paying a therapist, the therapist pay her. And even the people in her chat are not her therapist, but they're just basically a dumping ground for her trauma and her problems. You know, like she doesn't want to go to somebody that will actually help her, that she has to pay. She wants people to pay her to listen to all of her nonsense, to all of her rubbish, you know, and it's not good therapy, Foodie, because you've been doing that for over a year. Has anything gotten better? No. The people in your audience that give you advice, do you follow it? No, because you're not ready to follow it. So you just want to get online and blah, 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 blah. And you want to be able to say it, nobody have any opposing opinions, and go off. And guess what? This is not your diary. This is not a journal that you're writing your private thoughts. This is the public platform. And if you put something out in the public, then the public has a right to respond to you.
Yep.
Because you're making it public. You know, so don't get mad at us for giving our opinions when you put it out there. You decide the content, you put it on your channel, and we're reacting to it, whether it's somebody in an audience, in a live chat, or in a reaction video. Don't get mad at us for you using a public platform to air your private, personal business.
Yep. And half of those, a lot of those people that's paying members in her chat that she be taking advice from, they be trolls. I
think it's more trolls than anything.
A lot of the beezers, as me as a former beezer, we're not naive, or I used to call her out all the time, but a lot of them aren't. They know what's up. They're just in there, and then there's a lot of trolls in there too that just want to say what they want to say, you know.
There's a lot of people who want to see her spiral out of control. They want to see the drama, and she's giving it to them.
You know, something interesting. I don't think that people in her audience realize that they are involved in an abusive relationship with Foodie. I don't think they really get that, because they go to her chat as members, and what does she do to them? She verbally abuses them. She intimidates them. You know, she threatens to block them, and she calls them names, and they keep going back for more. What is that if not an abusive relationship?
You are so right, though. I mean, I never even really thought of it that way, but it's true.
She'll be mean to them, and then she'll apologize, and then she'll be mean to them again, and then she uses the intimidation. Oh, if you guys say who wants to be blocked? Who wants to be blocked? That's a relationship. That is. When you got someone who, like, 1 minute they're yelling at you and making you feel like crap, the next minute they're apologizing. I'll be better, guys. I promise I'll do better. I'll do great content. And then after that, they're abusive, and it just keeps going. And then I don't know why, but the people in her chat just keep going back to it. And it's like, what are you doing? What are you going back for? Like, what good are you getting from her chat? She's not even nice to you. She's not respectful. And she has said many times, you all don't matter to me. You can be replaced.
Yes, she has.
You know,
said that.
She sure did.
And demeaning people and basically saying, you don't matter to me. So she's degrading people over there. She puts them down. She's playing little mind games. She plays with their emotions, getting everybody all high strung and concerned for her, talking about all kinds of toxic, triggering topics on purpose, because by doing that, she's kind of trauma bonding in a way with people that have been through certain things in her chat. I mean, it is a toxic, abusive relationship with her VIBs. And they keep going back for more.
Yep, you are correct, though. You're speaking truth.
That's crazy. She's so nasty to her audience. That's so messed up. And those people are paying her every month.
And that makes her more bold to continue that, because she's like, I pushed them this far and I've done all these things and they're still here. That makes her more bold to be even more rude and more out of control and more abusive, because when an abuser, they basically throw all kinds of negative things at you and you stay there, that makes them think, well, I can push the line back even further, and then even further and further. I mean, she's done everything under the sun to offend people and to hurt people, and they're still there. They are still there taking it. And that's on them, because they can be in her chat and spend their money however they want. But I'm saying, from an outside perspective, I'm like, there's an abusive system going on, and she just keeps doing it, and they don't have the good sense to walk away and say, enough of this, enough.
Right.
Why the F am I here? She's not nice. She doesn't appreciate me. She doesn't appreciate my membership. I can easily go somewhere else and be treated well. They keep coming back. And that makes me believe that some of the people in her audience may be as messed up as she is, and they feel she's relatable, and maybe they may not feel comfortable someplace else. And that's why they keep going back, because maybe she's beating them down so much that they felt like, I'm not worthy of something else, and I'm weak and I shouldn't stay here. I don't know what the mindset is, but
well, with me, I mean, I never felt like I was unworthy. I don't know. I guess I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. And a lot of people in there, I feel like a lot of I feel like a lot of them just go because they want to talk crap. They want to talk crap at her in the channel. You know, they do.
That's why the reaction channels exist. And
yeah.
it's just, we all want to watch her. We all want to watch her, but we don't want to support her.
But I think that they want to, like, be in, I don't know. Okay, so, like, yeah, you can do it in reaction, but I think they want to do it in real time, and to her gives them some type of feeling. I don't know. I can't speak for anybody else. I just feel like a lot of them are there just to talk crap, though.
Well, now you guys know that she watches these, so you can come and say whatever you want to her and she'll listen.
Just saying. I'm sure everybody that's been blocked has come in a different reaction channel.
Oh, I'm no longer a member. Actually, I canceled a while back, but your membership continues until it runs out.
Right.
And now, I mean, mine ended on the 29th, so I am officially not a member at all.
You're no longer a beaver.
Celebrate!
You're an ex-beaver.
I'm an ex-beaver.
Congratulations. No, I'm just kidding.
See, I'm independent on the 4th of July.
That's a good one. A question to the ladies. What do you think Foodie Booty would do for work if she stopped making money on YouTube?
She'll just go straight. It depends. She could just go straight into having her own feeder website. She could really continue on without YouTube. She doesn't need it. She could make tons of money doing her shit over there.
Yeah.
For real, she doesn't need YouTube. If she had half a brain, she'd be making a shit ton over there. As long as this is here, she has time to build it over there.
Right?
But she's not doing it.
Well,
that's why.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's what she's already gearing up for. Like, that's what she's doing. She's gearing up for that adventure, you know, and yeah, that's what she's gonna do. I guarantee it.
I think that she would do exactly what she did before when they took her channel. She'll go and try to sign up for these different places because Chantal is not gonna go do a 9 to 5.
Oh, there's
she
no way.
is not. She's gonna do anything she can to stay on the internet. Just like she did. She was back on OnlyFans. She was doing Patreon. She made another YouTube account. She's gonna do anything she possibly
She
can.
hated it though. She hated being on. She hated being on Patreon and OnlyFans and all that. She wanted YouTube back so bad. She didn't
she
like
doesn't want to have to really work for it.
And a lot of people, because a lot of people were getting tired of following her. Even the reaction channels were getting tired of following her all over too.
Right.
I don't blame her.
Can she compete? She can. If she, like I said, if she creates her own feeder website, Foodie website, she could do really well on that. But you know, she would have to work. And YouTube is easy. That's why she keeps doing it. This is easy money for her. So she's gonna keep doing it until she loses it, and then she's gonna have to build it over there. And that's why she's being stupid, because she really needs to be working on that shit now, but she's not. So, like, she really didn't do a photo shoot or a video shoot in that hotel. She put up the same picture she sent to whatever guy she was talking to.
I saw that.
You guys, I gave her an idea a long time ago. I gave her an idea for OnlyFans. I was like, why don't you pay for a professional shoot? Go on there, do some writing on your body or whatever. You know how they do those photo shoots? I was like, do something interesting, like do something unique. Like do some writing, whatever.
She can't do unique. She has to copy. That's all she knows how to do.
Well, I was like, because at the time, I forget what it was. I was like, why don't you just go on there with a message and like write stuff on your body and do a photo shoot? I think it'd be cool. Oh, yeah. No, never happened.
Because she lazy.
Well,
that sums it all up. She's just plain out lazy.
Yep. It's not just lack of content that's the problem, it's consistency. She's not consistent. If you're asking people,
I mean, she could have had a professional shoot. She had the money. She could have had her hair. Well, she could have got a nice wig. She could have got her makeup done. She could have looked like really good.
And bitch didn't even try. Like, all she literally had to do was do the bubble bath thing and make a video. Did she? No. Why? Why are you so stupid? Like, oh, sorry. It's just so annoying to spend that kind of money and you end up with that. That's what you come up with? Like, unreal. Like, I was expecting at least her to put up some like 30-second clip in the bubbles or something. Like, what? Whatever. She's dumb. I'm sorry, but it just makes me so mad. And I know that's why I have to just not let it get me mad. Just
so many resources. Girl. She has so many access to she could have had access to so many resources in the money that she just blew on nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
She could have got clothes that fit. For $400, she could have got some clothes that look good. That killed me.
She could have had somebody.
And I'm sure, like Rose said, that was for somebody. Somebody paid her to get too tight clothes. I had a show that day, the same day that she bought all them clothes. I had a show doing the same shit. I had a guy that wanted me to try on all my tight clothes. It made me laugh. I'm like, oh, synchronicity. So she was working, but those clothes were terrible.
Yeah, they were. They wasn't worth the amount she paid for them.
Well, hell. If there's
No.
people out there paying people to, I'll try on my tight clothes. Where they at? No.
Hey, I'm telling you, girl, hit me up. I'll give you a code to join OF. I'm not kidding
Okay.
you. If you
What's
want
your
to do
Instagram,
it,
girlfriend? No.
I'm not announcing it on here.
Put it in the back. Put it in the background chat.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll do
Yeah,
that
you
later.
can put it in the background chat.
I don't know how to get back.
No,
from
you know
background
what?
Chat, though.
If you will, you can. I'll put my Instagram on here because I don't have nothing on there but my dog. Life with Luna Bell. Message me later if you want.
Okay.
I'll put it in the chat. I don't care. Actually, because I'll make a different one for myself if I ever need one. So, but this
Is
used
that
to
like?
be.
Is that your personal account? Because you don't want to.
Oh, everybody knows it anyway. Everybody knows it anyway. It's like it's more so just my dog. It's just my dog.
Oh.
I know what you mean though.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Yeah.
I know. There's literally nothing on there, but
no, I'm telling you, any woman out there, you can do stuff. If you want to do it, do it. Don't let your, inhibitions about how you think you look. Go and look at the models on the different cam websites and stuff. They all are normal. It's all about just being a nice person and talking to people. They don't really care if you're super gorgeous or not. They just want you to be nice. Just be
yeah.
Or
I
they
wouldn't
want
have
you to be
minded
really
about
mean.
the tight clothes and everything, but if you're going to wear tight clothes and put them on for somebody, make sure that they're nice, pretty clothes or glamorous clothes, not terrible.
Make sure that
awful
it's
things.
behind a paywall and not so the whole world can watch you do it. Like, she went out in public in that dress, and I'm like, honey, no.
Oh, guys.
That's no.
So bad. So, and those culotte things, that, oh my God.
Oh yeah. Anyway, I'm just saying that was fetish. If you want, I'm just saying that was fetish because literally the same day I did a fetish show doing that. So that's what I'm saying. Her shit is porn. It's porn. And she's just doing it on YouTube. Like, part of me wants to start copying her and just make videos doing the same shit and see how fast they get banned.
Don't. I don't want to see you on an exercise wall.
I'm like, no, I seriously, I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, if I just copied her, my account would get banned so fast, like immediately.
Of course it would. Of course it would. It's just no, just do
well,
it.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's just these thoughts I've had, and you sit there and you're just like, how does she get away with it? That's what, it just blows my mind. That's all. I'm jealous. Yes,
she
I'm
does
jealous
though.
I
She
want to
does
be
get
able to
away
get
with
away
a
with
lot.
it. I don't get away with shit. I can't even post a full body picture on Instagram without it getting deleted. I see girls showing their bellies on there all the time, but mine always get removed for sexual content, even if I'm not showing anything. It's ridiculous. And she can do all this.
Well.
So anyway, yeah. I'm just saying, girls, you can do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go to Mexico to do it. You can do it from your house.
Right.
I just happened to be in Mexico. I lived here before I became a cam model because I used to own a website. I used to have a completely different job. I've only been a cam model for like 3 years.
So what? Well, so you're in Mexico, huh? Wow.
Yeah.
But you're from the U.S. You're from the U.S. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from the U.S.
Oh dear.
Right? But see, because my boobs are so big, Instagram's automatic censorship thing sees them as being naked, even though they're covered.
Wow.
It's so weird. So I have to just be really careful with the pictures I post on Instagram, because I'm like one picture removal away from getting banned. It's so annoying.
Someone asked,
Like
Teddy
that.
Paws asking about updates on Ray Ray. Ray Ray had posted a video 2 days ago about the car crash, and that's the last update we have. If you want to help Ray Ray out, the link is in the chat.
It's so sad that she's going through that. I'm so sorry that's happening to her.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yeah, it's
as
very
soon as I
unfortunate.
heard as soon as you put the link out when she first started it, I went and donated.
She just needs to catch a break, doesn't she? Or Ray Ray. She's just going through it at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll change. It will all change, sweetheart. You'll be fine.
Absolutely.
One thing I like to say is like, you know, everything in life is temporary, even our troubles. So, I'm praying for that person and sending them good vibes.
Yeah, for sure. Prayers goes out to Ray Ray. I'll post the link once more if you want to help her out. She's battling cancer. She had to have a brain tumor removed, I think 2 months ago. And we've started a GoFundMe that people have donated to. And I thank everybody who has done that. 229 donations so far. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate each and every one of you.
That is so sad. I can sympathize too, because a little bit, because my mom, she's going through lung cancer right now, and I know that's rough. So I will definitely check out that GoFundMe.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. Other than that, we've been here for quite some time, so maybe we'll wrap this up. I'll post people's channel links. I'll post Rose Thorns and Ray Rays and Curl Connections. If anybody has anything else to say, go ahead.
I'll just say thank you for letting me come on panel, and nice speaking to you all, ladies, and chat as well, as always, darlings.
All right, thank you so much, Natural Ginger. Appreciate you as always. A hot ass business.
Thank you, ladies, for the wonderful talk today, and thank you, Monty, for giving us a place to talk.
Yeah, you're always welcome.
And remember, ladies, no matter what, just do what you want to do. Be happy with whatever.
Yeah, for sure. All right, thank you, hot ass Rose Thorn.
Thank you for having me, Monty. And it was such a great chat today. We went over so much, and it's always a good time being here, Monty. Also, this for you, Monty. I'm checking out Twitter, and it looks like Miss Foodie has posted a picture on OnlyFans, and you have to unlock it with $50.
So yeah, I did see that. Well,
are they taking a fund on the farms? Donate $5 to open Foodie's picture.
Yeah, I'm not going to be paying $50 for that.
No.
If she did, there we go. Maybe she did make a video. I'm shocked. Okay, you go, girl.
It's a pic, not a video.
It's a picture, not a video?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell no. Okay, good luck.
Mm-hmm. Skinny Queen, any last words?
Yes, I do want to thank you for all welcoming me into this community with being with open arms, I feel, and for allowing an ex-beezer on your panel. Thank you, Monty. And thank you, ladies. I had a wonderful time today. I hope everybody has a safe 4th of July and a safe week. And many prayers and positive vibes out to each and every one of you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Skinny Queen, you're welcome.
You're
Connections.
Thank you once again for allowing me to be on the panel. Thank you to the lovely women that's on this panel. You guys have some awesome ideas. Monty, I did want to say don't allow people to get under your skin. I know stuff be hard when people say different things, but you're a great person, and don't let nobody take that from you.
Yeah, no,
And
thank you so much.
happy 4th of July, everyone.
Yeah, happy 4th of July, everybody. The contest is still open. You got less than 7 hours on my main channel to win yourself a Coach wristlet representative of the American flag. Other than that, I'm out. I got some stuff to do. Thank you so much. Smash that like button. I'd appreciate it. And see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.